Yo, what's up, my people? Welcome to Kicks and Slides, where we bring the beautiful game to life. It is I, your captain, Moje. So, Liverpool finally back at Anfield. We saw them play two games against Athletic Club, a game which Liverpool managed to win 4-1, and the second one they won it narrowly with a 3-2 score, with Salah missing a penalty. Both games were very interesting, I must add. The first one, what I liked about it was that the youngsters, they shone very well. Starting off with obviously Trey Nyoni, who played an amazing game. The only issues I think I had with him was the misplaced passes. The first one, of course, he passed it to our opponent and they almost scored. Luckily, they hit the woodwork. The second one also could have resulted in a goal for us, where Nunez was overlapping. He could have passed him the ball, or was it Ben Doak? I'm not too sure anymore. But obviously he passed it to the opponent as well, or actually the pass was good, but the opponent managed to just head it away, which I think those are the things that he needs to work on. His final passes, if he works on that, I think he will be okay. He played a center back. He was paired with Robertson, which I think they did well, because they considered only one goal. And I also like the fact that Slot played him in defense that way, because with his first introduction under Klopp, the only problem that we had with him was, we knew he was good, we knew he was for the future. The only problem that we ever had with him was the fact that he was skinny, right? We didn't think he had the strength to compete with the physical demands of the Premier League. But I don't know, like how I see him now, I think he has improved strength wise. Even Slot playing him in defense, I think he was to test if he can be able to shrug players off the ball, when obviously they are fighting for the ball, which I think he did that pretty well. He did that very well, because the interceptions he made, the blocking of the ball, whenever he posed a threat to us, he managed that quite well. So I think he's getting there, and I think this coming season we're going to see much of him. We're going to see much of him. He is that guy. I like his vision too. He sees what he just needs to work on from now going forward is just his final pass. He has to make sure that wherever he passes, the ball goes exactly there. Because it's a good thing it's preseason. If it's the Premier League, from that chance alone, it's a goal, and we're trying to avoid that. For a youngster as him as well, he makes that mistake, it probably kills off his game. So he needs to get it right. If he is to, get a chance to play for Liverpool. Ben Doak too, he played very well. He impressed me. He can run defenders to fatigue. We just saw how he kept on knocking, and finally, obviously, he was repaid with a goal which I was not even sure he intended to, or he was actually trying to pass it. Then obviously the opponent keeper made a mistake and it went in. But above it all, I'm just thankful for Ben Doak that his hard work paid off. He just kept on bothering those defenders up and down the whole game. So for him to get a goal, it boosts his confidence, and that's good for him. Then there's obviously our wonder kid in Gomoha. What a brilliant young man who is not fazed by any defender whatsoever. It's like there's something that whispers in his ear, go get them, go get them, go get them. And oh, does he go and get them. I see him running from the middle of the park, or almost closer to the middle of the park. He runs with Curtis. I'm thinking he's probably going to pass the ball to Curtis. But no, sir. The boy takes the responsibility in his shoulders and he runs, he looks, he sees the keeper, and there's an opening on the left side. He decides to put it there and it goes in. And it made me wonder, my goodness, this boy, he is not afraid of responsibility, because you can imagine what would have happened had he missed it. They would have probably bashed him, but he did not care. He did not care one bit. He saw an opportunity and he took one. And for that, I think this boy is going to be special. And I think Slot is not really going to take him anywhere. I think the boy is going to stay with us, especially because Luis Diaz has left. We're never really going to get a replacement for Diaz, but there's Ekitike, there's Gakpo, and then there's Ngomoha, which I think he's going to get also some game time. With the amount of confidence that he has shown, I definitely think he's going to get some game time. Then, of course, there was Darwin Nunez. Dawizi, he got a goal, and his celebration, man, I think he's definitely leaving. And there's also been interest from Al Hilal. They've inquired about him. They've actually had a verbal agreement, so they say, with him, and he has agreed. So it's just up to Liverpool now to put a price tag on him, which I heard that Liverpool are looking to at least get 65 to 70 million euros for him. So it's up to Al Hilal to trigger that, and if they do, then he's off to Saudi, and I hope though that Darwin Nunez will be the last player that we sell this season. I pray that we get to keep Harvey Elliott. Honestly, Elliott he's just a beautiful player for me. He's a player whom I think we are going to need going into the future, and I think that also he covers that Mo Salah role perfectly, especially if Mo Salah obviously is being taken off. Mo Salah in January is going to go to Africa Cup of Nations. We'll definitely need someone like Elliott to cover that. And I hope, I hope he stays. I hope they don't sell him, because he's also a good player. And I don't like this thing of selling our best players to get one player or two players. You know what I mean? Like, we can't sell Darwin, we can't sell Luis Diaz and Harvey to get money so that we can bring in Isak. It doesn't make any sense to me, especially with Isak's injury record. That will be very, 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 very bad for us. So I hope he stays, but I still hope we get Isak. We'll just see how it goes there, because also Newcastle have bid for Benjamin Sesko, and so have United. So now it's up to Sesko to decide where he wants to go. Yeah, but when it comes to United, they're very confident that he will choose them. So we'll just see how it goes, because if he chooses then in Newcastle, that would mean that they are more likely now to let go of Isak. But if he does not and decides to go to United, then it becomes a problem. When will they be able to let Isak go? Will they or won't they? But I don't think Isak is the last player they wish to buy. I think there will still be more, even if they miss on him. I think they'll still go for maybe Wissa. They're interested in him, and I think they'll end up being able to take out the 50 that Brentford wants, because at this point they don't think he's worth that because of probably his age. They think he's worth like 30 million. But if they miss on Sesko, they will definitely have to pop out that for Wissa. So we'll just see how it goes. But so far, there's also interest for Eberechi Eze from Arsenal. They haven't really bid for him yet. It's just ongoing talks. So we'll just see how that one goes. But if Arsenal were to get Eberechi Eze, now it gets even more interesting. Apo is a good player, and he's versatile too. He can cover for Saka. He can also cover for Odegaard. So if he goes to Arsenal, oh man, I can tell you right now that it's just going to be a nail-biting, head-scratching Premier League encounter next season as it begins. So it's not really going to be, on Liverpool alone. It's not going to be on Chelsea alone. It's not going to be on Man City alone. For the first time ever, I know in the previous seasons, I've always said the Premier League is going to be interesting this season. The Premier League is going to be interesting this season. I don't know, there's just something about this season that just makes me believe that finally my words have come to fruition. My prophecy finally shall come to pass. It'll definitely be interesting. I mean, City bought players, 4 of them. Then there was also Arsenal also, having bought Gyökeres, a striker which everybody has always echoed. They need a striker. They need a striker if they are good, if they are to get it over the line. Finally, they do. And they also get a defensive mid in Zubimendi, a very good player as well. So they also get a backup in a backup keeper as well, a good keeper I might add. So Arsenal are definitely there. There's Chelsea also. They've bought good quality players. They've just recently won the Club World Cup, so you can imagine the confidence in the camp. You can imagine right now what their players are thinking. They're definitely going to gun for the Premier League, and I think they have what it takes. They definitely have what it takes. With Liverpool, of course, they have what it takes too. We're talking about a team that just recently won the Premier League. They've sold, obviously, players that were pivotal in them, obviously, lifting the Premier League in Luis Diaz and maybe Darwin if the deal falls through. But obviously, they've brought in Wirtz in replacing Alexander-Arnold. They've also brought in Frimpong, also, covering that right back position, even though Bradley is there. Wirtz, obviously, with the qualities that he has, the creativity that he has, he will be covering for Arnold, because for the longest time, the past 7 years, I think we have just been relying on Arnold for the, you know, creativity part for Liverpool to get the goals. It was Arnold with the long balls and everything. So now with Wirtz, we have a player that can actually be doing it in midfield. So we'll see how that one goes. Hopefully also, you know, Isa comes. And yeah, from there we'll just see how it goes. Thank you guys for watching until thus far. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and also share your thoughts on you know, the transfer market that's currently going on, and what you think is gonna happen. What do you think? Who do you think will win the Premier League? Do you think it'll be Arsenal finally? Do you think it'll be Manchester City, or do you think it'll be Liverpool or Chelsea? You know, you just leave in your thoughts there, and let's see how it goes. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.